What's up guys, Bobby here from MBT, back with a special guest. You all may know him as Maxwell House.
Good evening.
As you all know, every time I need work done, that's when me and Max hang out, Max and I know he's about to say something about that. And today we are doing some work, although I'm already sweating for the first time in 10 years. So let me show you what we're working on. Max, what are we working on?
The lowering kit.
Right now we're trying to get the bump stop off, but I think we're actually taking a break from it to get the coil off to hopefully give us some more room. So hope you guys stick around and look for the finished results at the end. Hopefully we get it done today. And yeah, I'm excited.
So Bobby said he didn't have a 1/2-inch ratchet that I needed to do anything. He swore up and down he didn't have one.
This is 3/8.
But guess who had a 1/2-inch ratchet?
This is a 5/16 ratchet.
He killed 30 minutes of time telling me he didn't have one.
This is a 7/16 ratchet.
Your mom's a 17/16 ratchet.
Your ratchet.
Maybe to forget it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not that into him.
Hey Brian, would you like to go to the dance with me?
Brian's a slut.
What are we doing now, Bobby?
I'm working. This is just for the camera. I'm gonna stop working right after you turn this off. All right, Max. So you want to tell them what we've endured over the last 2 hours?
Bobby had no tools that we needed. He didn't go.
I had all the tools on the damn list.
He didn't have tools that were needed in case of setbacks or drawbacks.
Which there was.
And I have ran out of time. I thought I was able to get at least the whole front or the whole rear with Bobby, but I gotta get back to Huntington.
Yeah.
Get back to Huntington and help my dad with some stuff on the truck he just bought.
So like basically, we went to take the upper ball joint off, and we couldn't get it pulled off because we didn't have anything to hold the ball joint stationary. We didn't have like a pry bar, which I moved into this house like 2 years ago, so I buy stuff as I need it, so this is shit I'm gonna have to buy. And so we took the upper control arm off, which I don't know why they didn't just have you do that to begin with, because you have to take the upper control arm off to put the camber plates in. Like why take the ball joint off? So we got that off, and then the strut, it's supposed to just ratchet off the top, but the entire strut was twisting, and we didn't have anything to hold the strut still. So
But we didn't have a pipe wrench.
Yeah, I didn't have
tools that we could have used.
I didn't have a pipe wrench. I'm used to laying pipe, not fixing pipe.
I'm used to taking
pipe. Yeah. But we ended up having to take a grinder wheel and just cutting that off.
And the shock just fell down.
Yeah, it fell down and everything, and we started getting stuff put back on. And right now we are at the camber plates on the upper control arm, and Max says to leave. But yeah, say bye to Max, and I'll show you all what we have done after he leaves, and we'll keep working on it. How is your labor without pay going?
Exactly how it sounds.
But we got this upper control arm off. If you saw a little bit of footage, I was trying to grind the bump stop off there. I didn't want to grind all the way through it because I didn't want it to like catch back in there and break and cut my leg. So yeah, we got this off here right meow. And we got him working on 2 of the strut bolts underneath, because we have to grind this one off up here because I stripped something out on it. So that's where we're at. Tell them what you did.
Well, I'm upside down.
Or do you want me to show them what you did? Do you guys see this? We focus on it. Do you see that? And it's not because it was seized. Why did that happen?
Because I forgot I was upside down. I was tightening the bolt. See how much?
He was tightening this thing with that breaker bar. And then wonders why it breaks.
I mean, the breaker bar explains why it was so easy.
You're a real son of a bitch. Alright guys, so I have 1 piece of good news and 2 pieces of bad news. We'll start off with the good news first. We got the front done on the driver and passenger side. You can see it's already looking a lot better. The wheel fitment looks good. But now we have 2 pieces of bad news. The first piece of bad news is while I was installing the driver's side, I broke the hard brake line off trying to get the coil spring out. This is bad news, but then again it was really rusted, so it could have happened, you know, going down the highway, so I'm just glad it happened in my garage. The second bit of bad news is I'm not going to be able to finish the lowering kit on the RICER truck for another 10 days.
Oh, summer. It sounds good right now after what we just experienced, doesn't it? Grilling out, lawns being mowed, and pools opening. These are some of the things we expect with summer.
And that is why I wasn't able to finish the RICER truck's lowering kit. But I wanted to go ahead and upload this video and decided to put a Q&A in here at the end. So I went on Instagram, asked you all to ask me whatever you wanted, and I was going to put in this video. So if you ever want to be in like one of these videos where you ask me a question, or even if I roast your car, then make sure to follow me on Instagram, because that's where I take care of all of that stuff. So Musical Car Guy asked, what do you like to do in your free time? Well, like just about anyone, I've been playing Fortnite lately, so I like playing Fortnite. I like watching Dragon Ball, even though Dragon Ball Super is on like a little hiatus. Just, you know, going to car meets, or, you know, shooting guns, just anything manly or geekish you can think of is what I like to do. Mooch8786 asks, how do you feel about the 2019 Ram? I honestly think they're great trucks, and I think it's going to stretch the imaginations of Ford and Chevy as to how they can improve their brands, because like a lot of people hate like the big touchscreen in the middle, but honestly I think that's kind of where we're moving towards as far as like amenities and like new technology in these new vehicles. And you know, because Tesla is kind of like the first people to really do that giant screen in the middle. So I like the way it's going. As far as how the truck looks from the outside, I don't think it looks too bad. I'm gonna miss like the old like grill how they had in the like 05s, like my RICER truck, and they even had them in some of the previous, or the most previous generation. They had, you know, something kind of similar with the grill. I'm going to miss that, but I think it's definitely a step in the right direction. Grayson02 asks, what was your first car? I've answered this question more times than I can remember. It is the RICER truck. The RICER truck was my first car. Joe Scobetto 6 asks, do you plan on keeping the Datsun for a good time? Honestly, I don't see myself ever really getting rid of the car unless there's a project I want to replace it. Like, I'm sure I'll get bored of it at some point, but next few years, probably not. I'm hopefully going to start on the body whenever I get home, so hopefully it stays around for a while longer. Well, I know it will for a while longer, but hopefully we can get some stuff done to it, and then, yeah, go from there. Swope S13 says, would you boost the truck? I talked about this, I absolutely would, but it's still, you know, too expensive to supercharge it, but I definitely would. You know, I feel like the RICER truck would be an excellent candidate for like a full engine rebuild. You know, maybe some ported heads and a cam supercharger and stuff like that. I think it'd be an awesome candidate just because the engine is so open as it is, like being in that huge of an engine bay, and there's so much more room for aftermarket headers and other aftermarket parts that it would be a lot easier to work on than, say, my Challenger. So I definitely wouldn't be against it. I just need to dig up some buried treasure and I'll get right on it. But that's all I have for today's video, guys. Stay tuned because very shortly, within the next few days, I'll be getting home and finishing the lower kit on the RICER truck, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And yeah, hope you all have a great evening. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.
Run it up, she in the club. Run it up, she showing love. Run it up, she wanting some.